just where in the world is Phoebe Dynevor right now? Oh wait, sorry, guess the title spoiled it. But there's still plenty more questions to be had here. Just what is she doing in India? Isn't Bridgerton season 3 filming right now? Is she not a part of the show anymore? What other projects is the young actress working on? We'll be sure to let you know all the details in today's video, so be sure to stick around till the end. Let's go. Phoebe's in India? What's she doing over there? Well, first off, let's talk about how this story developed. Phoebe took to social media to send her fans on a bit of a guessing game, showing pictures and a clip and asking them to figure out where she is. The first of the two stories contain a video in which she shows us what it's like to be inside a rickshaw as it goes to work in the streets. Phoebe added text to the clip, writing, "Guess where I am." The second picture showed a beautiful temple surrounded by palm trees, a large field, and a cobblestone trail. This particular pic made it easy for people to identify that she was, in fact, located in India. This isn't the first big trip she's taken in recent times either. In fact, she appears to be doing a bit of a tour of the globe right now. She was first spotted in New York City, where she shared a big photo dump in early July and captioned it with "Next stop, Cairo." And you'll never guess where she was seen next. No, that'd be Cairo, Egypt. Okay, so she gave that one away. But she's been very mysterious about this globe-trotting adventure, not letting fans in on why exactly she's going to these seemingly random locales. It could simply be a large-scale tour. She's a celebrity with the means to go across the world if that's something that she wants to do. And this is a big dream for many. But if that's all it is, why not just say that? Why be so cagey and have people play guessing games about it? Naturally, this has caused no end of speculation, with some even hazarding to guess that Bridgerton season 3 might include some scenes in India and other such countries. But isn't Bridgerton currently filming in the UK right now? Yes, as a matter of fact, it is. And that's what's making this whole story even seem stranger. We know that filming for Bridgerton season 3 began in July, just last month at the time of writing, right in the midst of all those globe-trotting business, and by all accounts, the show is filming in London, as you'd expect, given that's where the show is set and where the filming has generally taken place. If they do find themselves filming elsewhere, they certainly have never left England. It's possible that there's some sort of cover-up here, and secretly they are taking the filming abroad. But in this day and age, it'd be pretty hard to keep something like that under wraps, especially with Miss Dynevor giving everyone these hints and provoking fans to look into the possibility. All things considered, it seems very unlikely that Bridgerton has too much to do with the story at hand. It does beg the question though, how could this be when Phoebe is one of the major characters on the show? Has she not been on the set at all so far? Unless some kind of cloning has taken place, or perhaps she's developed some kind of teleportation powers, it seems like she wouldn't be able to film for the show when she's on a completely different side of the world. So what does this mean for Phoebe Dynevor? Is she not involved with the show at all anymore? Well, the question has certainly been raised, but there's no need to panic about it quite yet. Every indication is that Phoebe is still signed on to the show, unless you want to bring up the possibility of an even deeper conspiracy. Shondaland, just how many dirty secrets are you hiding away? But all kidding aside, you should still expect to see Phoebe's character Daphne Bassett gracing our screens once more in the new season. However, it does appear as though she won't be quite as prominent as she used to be. Not only is Phoebe apparently not needed on set very often these days, but she was also absent from the season 3 promotional video, which gave a lot of people pause. This might of course just be temporary as the show goes off into another direction, but could well veer back anytime. Maybe she's simply not a major part of the early season, but will become more of a factor later? Or perhaps she's already been written out of the show and we'll be seeing her final appearance soon. Sorry, I said not to panic, didn't I? It's probably not that last one, don't worry too much about it. For now though, Phoebe Dynevor's actions are a bit of a question mark, and that's a question I'm sure we're all dying to see answered very soon. So what do we know about Bridgerton season 3 right now? Well, for starters, we know that filming for Bridgerton season 3 began in… Wait, sorry, already read that part. Hold on, let me skip ahead. Okay, here we go. We know that Francesca Bridgerton has been recast. Many viewers were curious as to why the characters wasn't particularly present in season 2. And the answer, as it turned out, was that Ruby Stokes couldn't be around the set very often thanks to scheduling conflicts. Well, that's a bit topical, isn't it? From this point on, Hannah Dodd will be taking on the role in her stead. It's been made clear that a major focus of season 3 will be on the love story between Penelope and Colin. Colin. So the synopsis goes that Penelope will have given up her crush on Colin and is trying to move on to find new suitors. But meanwhile, Colin is left wondering if he really only views her as a friend. Nicola Coughlan, who plays Penelope, has stressed in interviews that they were concerned about fans fatiguing the pairing if they had Penelope fawn over him for too long without any development, but has assured them that they'll be happy with where the relationship goes. Bridgerton, of course, bases itself off the series of books by Julia Quinn, with the second season taking heavily from the second book, The Viscount Who Loved Me. While this will be continuing, they've noted that they aren't necessarily adapting the stories in order, as season 3 will be primarily taking from the fourth book, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. Miss Quinn released 9 books in total, so it seems the show won't be running out of source material to pull from anytime soon. What else is Phoebe up to? What could this globe-trotting adventure be about? After the breakout role at Bridgerton, Phoebe's film career really took off again, to say the least, as she's been attached to a ton of films that will be making their silver screen debuts in the next couple of years. It is known that she will be co-starring alongside Alden Ehrenreich in Fair Play, written and directed by Chloe Dolmont. That's not even close to all of what she's got coming up, as she's also going to be featured in the Netflix biopic Bank of Dave, as well as in a rom-com opposite Logan Lerman titled That one sounds like a tearjerker in the making. In addition, Dynevor will executive produce and star in a film adaptation of The Outlaws Scarlet and Brown, a Jonathan Stroud novel, that one, as well as being part of the Amazon Prime adaptation of Noes Dolan's novel Exciting Times. These really are exciting times for her indeed. To top it all off, Dynevor is set to star in the Sony Pictures thriller film I Heart Murder, directed by Matt Spicer. Ooh, goodness. She's really in demand these days, isn't she? You know, that might just be the answer as to why she's not on the Bridgerton set right now. She's too busy with like a gajillion other projects. Any one of those films and shows could be the explanation for why she's been hitting New York City, Cairo, India, etc., etc. When you're working on that many films and shows, it's not exactly a strange thing to be sent all across the globe in accordance, is it? Fun fact, the Exciting Times novel is based primarily around a woman who is teaching English in Hong Kong. So don't be too surprised if Phoebe's next trip takes her to the famed Chinese city. And if that's true, then we'll probably know that we're onto something with this theory. And that is all the time we have for today's video. Where do you think Phoebe will end up next? Do you think that Bridgerton is secretly filming scenes in India and they're doing a fine job keeping it under wraps? Do you think Phoebe's role is being downplayed so severely this season that she's just never going to be on set at all? Be sure to let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching!